You're listening to the Saturday Night Gaming Podcast, Project Paradox. Hope you enjoy.
Alright, now, on the ground, you're about prepared to take your shot. Nothing can really see you, but there is like a dark cloud that's flapping in front of your target. These beings, these little creatures that are flapping around, flocking with it.
Alrighty. Well, if I hit, I'm going to keep shooting until I hit something.
Okay. And countdown on your D4 for your shadow.
Oh, yeah.
Which should be down to like 2 now.
That should be to 2.
Yeah. Do need a D4. Okay. Oh, that was scary.
Don't hit me.
It's going to be a 29 and with fire.
Awesome. All right. So, as you're sitting here just trying to keep this bat from biting you,
Yeah.
you see this bright flash just...
On the bottom side of the dragon.
Yeah, it's just like illuminating everything from underneath. You can even see like the bat a little bit more clearly. And what you see as you shoot forth is it strikes 2 of these things that are flying right between underneath the dragon, and 2 cinders of creatures falling to the ground.
Well done.
So that would leave 10 of them flying around the dragon.
Come on, radiation.
I took one of them out. Ish.
All right, so that would be your turn now.
Okay.
Of course, you are being pulled in by this very large, much bigger than you creature.
I am going to... The wing that I was next to is the one that was frozen and melting.
Yeah.
And my sword's stuck in the plate leading out towards that wing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and hit the gargoyle-ish bat creature from the top and shove it towards that wing to see if I can shatter the wing.
Okay, so
With
basically
the creature.
pushing him into the wing as a projectile.
Yeah.
All right.
Would that give me the advantage since I'm trying to use him to attack? Or would it count more
You're using
as...
him as a weapon to attack the dragon.
Yeah. Since I'm currently essentially grappling him
You know what? Sure.
with the psychokinesis.
I'll say yeah. Since
Okay.
you're not viewing him as the threat, you're viewing him as the weapon. We'll say yes.
Basically, I'm tucking while shoving.
Okay.
So, give me the advantage. Very good. 19 plus 13 plus 3. 19 plus 16 is 35.
All right. So, you successfully use the bat creature as a weapon, slamming it into the wing.
Yeah.
Maziel, it's hailing. Ice jutting into the ground all around you as you notice this creature's wing shatters. All the ice that was his frozen wing is now sharding into the ground because it is not just ice, it is
Metallic.
splinters of sharp metal, sheet metal. So give me a quick roll on dexterity to avoid any kind of damage. And it is AoE if you have anything that boosts you against AoE.
Oh my. Do you?
I keep forgetting to add that defensive thing.
That one.
Elusive? Yeah. No, that's what I keep forgetting to add to it.
Oh.
24.
All right. So, yeah. You basically noticed you did it. You expected it to happen. So you move through the area like a shadow unseen, just tucking and rolling, avoiding all of the shards of metal.
As far as you're concerned, you just shattered the wing with the explosion of the fire.
And you continue to run as this hits the ground right behind you. You don't even look back. It's the broken body of a bat. Alright, so back to the top then with Maziel. You're shooting again.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Not that great this time, but I have no chips, so it's... erase that favor. So I remember... Okay, it could always be worse. That's going to be a 20. And acid.
Alright, so again, you seem to strike some of these creatures that are swarming around it. They seem to be getting into the line of fire as you're taking your shot.
Is it an action for me to activate the backup? Like to call for backup?
You can attempt to call for backup.
I'm gonna... Since I'm on our realm, I'm gonna try and see if anybody's listening.
Okay.
Basically just think really hard and hope that she's listening.
Hope that they're coated with radiation.
So... that would be a D6
Duration, yeah.
duration. That one won't come out.
Alright. But you do hear this shriek of terror as you see another bat falling into the ground, coated in acid.
I'm just going to use one of these. I've got enough. Of course. 5 turns. If anybody's out there, I am falling from the sky. I could really use some help. In the words of someone I watched one time on TV, I don't have wings.
Alright. So, but that's not taking place of your turn, you're just activating it. So, what do? You do know that there's no wing over there now. There's no bat creature on you right now.
Gonna try to
Would
run.
they be spiraling now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like one wing trying to flap, and it's just like...
Gonna try to run closer to the head. Well, actually, I think what I'm going to try to do is use psychokinesis to wing bind.
The other wing?
Yeah, basically shove the other wing into it
Uh-huh.
so that it can't flap that one. Maybe it'll nosedive.
Okay.
29.
29 total?
Yeah.
Alright, so with that, you do manage to cripple the second wing, the left wing,
Okay.
crushing it back towards the body.
Yeah.
As it's continuing to fall down. However, in doing that,
Yeah.
is very aware,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you see the metal react that's underneath your feet as
All of a sudden,
a
he
plated
starts coming
gauntlet reaches up and grabs a hold of your ankle
back. Oh, yay.
tight.
Nice. It's almost like, if I'm going down, so are you.
All right, so you should be down to a 1 on your D4.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go ahead and make your maneuver.
I'm going to take another shot.
Incidentally, you just saw his wing go. Oh boy. What'd you do? What did you do?
Yay.
Did he kill it with radiation?
No. No, I didn't. You're okay. You're going to be fine. I promise.
This is fine. This is fine.
Everything is fine.
It's 33 fire damage. 33 is what I rolled. And fire.
So, you're currently doing 10 plus the
Yeah, the gauntlet, that's 15 damage.
plus the corpse.
Plus the
Death
death touch thing. Yeah.
All right, so it has a hold of you,
Uh-huh.
and all of a sudden, fire coats all around the metallic flesh. Everything that you see is glowing a red hot,
Oh boy.
as if something of a meteor had struck it. You know, like it's just exploding inside of it with fire. You just see your shot hit true.
And then I'm
And now it's like this flaming meteor falling towards the ground.
And I'm uncloaked going,
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's
You let the shadow fade and you just like take a bow. All right, and that countdown is done. You are about to hit the ground, sir.
Yeah.
Last chance for romance.
I am going to do the thing I've gotten used to doing now and try to psycho launch myself off of the dragon, hoping that it breaks the hold of the gauntlet.
All right, roll a disadvantage for the grip that he has.
Incidentally, that. So 11 plus 9 is 20. I don't have favor.
All right. So, Maziel,
mm-hmm.
what you see is this thing just crash straight into the trees. As many of them ripple out and catch on fire from the blaze of the creature itself. You'll be looking at 6 damage.
Before armor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to pass through armor. Your armor would be able to react, but...
Luckily, I was healed by a strange fire toucher. So I'm okay.
It helps when you're a god toucher.
Yeah. That's a reference to a different character.
Different game. All right. But you see it strike the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the trees are kind of like on fire. It's not like a forest fire or anything like that, but you do see there's flames kind of guiding the path to where it hit the ground.
All right, I see that. I immediately run over to where it
Okay.
crashed.
As you run into the area, you would see shell remnants of the dragon armor and a crater. Several of the bat creatures flapping around above, kind of like vultures preparing for a feast. And in the center of that crater, you would see laying on the ground Zix, Kinfang, Some of his armor is just now starting to recede from his face as it's like calming its reaction. And right next to him, kneeling on one knee, hands like planted into the ground, is a dark cloaked figure.
We took away his toy.
He's gonna be angry. Earthling, I'm very angry.
He already flashed red. This is definitely the last life bar.
He's blinking so fast.
Oh my. He looks fun.
He's holding his hand up just like that right now.
I'll wring your throat. All right, so, but you run in. You're not cloaked anymore. He's pissed. So, as you see him, I'll let you react if you want to try. And you see that he's pissed. So, either get in a defensive stance or maneuver out of the way, something of that nature.
Well, what else am I going to do but piss him off even more?
Okay.
Oh boy.
Y'all want to roll?
Am I allowed to roll right now?
Oh, no, I was talking about roll out of the way.
Like I said, am I allowed to tuck and roll?
We'll see what happens.
Just did.
31 explosion.
Nice. All right, so like you rush into the clearing and you see him and you just instantly drop to a knee and take the shot.
Mm-hmm.
The reactive armor was just starting to recede, so it's going to still be covering me.
As you're laying on the ground and you're looking up, you see this thing begin to stand up and you recognize him from your encounter with him in the city.
Yeah.
And then you see something drill right into his chest. Dink!
And I recognize the explosive shells that he's been using.
Yes.
So,
As he's launched back from where you are now, this explosion just hits him. And it's like all of that concussive, explosive force is in him. It's directed in him magically.
nice.
As he's launched back.
So I was like, and then I didn't even feel it. That's not how those work.
All right, now,
But I'm glad
so
it
he hits the
was.
ground, skidding across on his back, and then you see him shove that staff of his into the ground and flip back up onto his feet, grinding further on his feet against the ground until he comes to a stop. And then he looks right up at you, points his staff, and unleashes hell as you see a flash of energy surging towards you.
Okay.
All right, so you can either try to defend or evade.
Evade. I evade. I evade, son.
Hello, sir.
32.
Where has that
30,
die been?
Yeah, right? 35.
Wow. Okay, so you're still laying on the ground. You see this crackle of dark energy flying over your face as you one-handed cartwheel out of the way and bounce back up onto your feet. You see that dark energy strike against all the trees that were behind you, and instantly they combust. Almost like pure destructive force. They splinter apart into nothing but dust. And as you see that, you realize you want that.
Sir, I'm going to need that.
All
Excuse
right.
me, sir. How did you do that? I want to do that.
Now, Zix, you're on the ground.
Yeah. I am going to roll to the side while standing up so that I'm not in direct line with Bones.
Don't want to be in the line of fire. No.
Well, want to split his focus.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna try using the psychokinesis to pull a tree down. Basically, pull at least a branch or something on top of him.
All right. And did you already count down your d6?
Just did.
Okay.
You would roll advantage, right?
Or
no,
no,
that's
we
only...
were against the dragon.
He's the same.
He's the same.
Same.
Yeah, I attacked him.
Cool. Oh, nice. 17 plus 13 is 30 plus 3. So 33 to drop a branch on his head.
Nice. All right. So, yeah. You just reach out, focus everything you've got, rending like half of this tree. Like this tree that's already kind of like split down the middle.
Yeah.
Half of it just pulls free, and you hear that really eerie squeak that wood makes as it breaks, and it just crashes down on top of him.
Oof.
So, what damage would you carry with your psychokinesis? Do you have anything on them?
I haven't ever actually had a damage on here.
Yeah, you hit him with an object, though.
I do have expert with the psychokinesis, if that helps. And I'm using a 13 wisdom.
I'd probably
And
say
it's
you're at...
half a tree.
Yeah, I'd say you're at heavy damage.
Okay.
All I can hear in my head is Strathmore watching. Gotta watch out for them trees, son.
So yeah, that's what happens when you turn your back on a tree. Stupid.
Kind of hoping that he just thinks that that's the tree that he hit and it fell over because of him.
It wasn't me.
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting there like, oh.
All right. Back to you, sir.
All right.
He's about just outside of nearby distance to you now. I mean, he's... Because you launched him back with your explosion bullets.
Mm-hmm. What bullet am I going to shoot this time? Whew, that was scary. That was almost really bad. I rolled a 1 and an 11.
Luckily, this is advantage and not disadvantage.
True.
Exactly. So that's going to be a 24 and fire.
All right.
Not as good as you've been doing, but...
Not as good, but
So you shoot,
it could have been worse.
and as the bullet's tracking through the air, he stands and basically lifts the tree that just hit him up in front.
Mm-hmm.
And that bullet hits the tree and catches it on fire. Not doing full damage. So you're at 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Now, you thought he was mad before. It's like these bugs just won't stop irritating him from attacking his laboratory to trying to knock him out of the sky, poison him, burn him, explode him. It's like Rasputin at the end of the 6th death attempt. I'm done with this. But you see him move. As he pushes the tree, like he just throws the tree off, and then like a shade moving at super speed towards you.
Mm-hmm.
So both of you can roll to evade or defend yourselves.
Evade.
Yeah, I'm going to use my battle precaution.
He's mad. He's mad.
Oh, he's real mad.
At least I have a chip again.
26. Guessing. Wasn't perfect.
All right.
15.
Oh no. So basically, as you're standing there and you see him move, you're trying to track, and he's moving like just a bit faster than your precog. And just as you know he's about to punch you in the face, you move back, and you only get clipped as you flip and roll out of the way and see the dust trail that is him rushing straight towards Bones. And before you can even cry out, his hands right around your throat, crashing you into a tree and lifting you off the ground. You're going to take half.
Okay.
All right. So that's 4
Okay. Actually,
before armor.
I'm also wielding my sword, so
You
it's
are
actually
taking
not gonna
full. It's 8.
Okay, so...
Before armor. So you have your armor.
thanks to my weapon being out, the defender exploit makes it so that I don't actually take damage on that.
What is up with these villains wanting to get eyed up in my face with a gun that can... Okay.
A long gun? I don't know why they would think that's a good idea.
Why don't you try what you did with the other guy?
Alright, so Zix, it's on you.
Yeah. Turn this down to 2. That was fast. I am gonna run up behind him and yeah. I'm gonna try to basically stab up into his side while he's got him raised,
Okay. Trying to find a weak spot in his armor.
while shouting at him that we were just here to check on Samael.
We're just here to check on your brother, I swear.
We were checking on your brother. Let him go.
Alright.
Oh, thank goodness. 16 plus the dex. So 25 plus 3 is 28 for the attack.
Alright. So you rush in, screaming, we're just here to check on your brother. Shunk, as you shove the blade right in underneath where his armpit is into the rib cage.
Yeah.
And you try to move free, and
Yeah, well,
it is stuck in there.
yeah.
So you either let go of the blade or you hold on.
Right now, I'm gonna hold on.
All right. You, sir, pinned against a tree, feet not touching the ground, air hard to suck in through the crushed esophagus at the moment.
I was trying to distract him for you.
Let's see here.
Next time I'm bringing an enchanted combat knife. Stab them when they grab me.
I mean, I have one. Ish. For him, it would be about the size of a combat knife.
All right, probably. Nice little switchblade you got here, friend.
That's a sword!
Okay, I am going for for cell disruption.
Should be fun.
With your own magic, or like
My
you're
magic.
you're like gonna grab on and try to disrupt his arm.
He's already grabbing me.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
Can I tuck and roll?
Maybe. We'll see.
Oh, wait. Why did I roll the d6? I'm so used to rolling it. Alright, so... 18 plus 13 is 28 plus 29.
Your blade comes free.
So I was sitting here going,
You're like trying to pull on it, and then all of a sudden you fall back to the ground as you look up and see that Maziel, pinned against the tree, creaks his head down slightly to the right and smiles deep as you see all of Azazel's arm, like a chunk right here, just gone. As he stumbles to the side and uses that staff to like hold himself up. He turns and looks at you.
What good does this do? We provide balance. People cannot live forever. Tamael must reap so that the sheaf falls away. I am here to guarantee them that there is a dark night, for not every day can be bright or you would burn to death. And as for Malak, he provided law, order. Do you know what you monkeys turn into when left to your own devices?
I'm waiting.
You smug little fool.
As he's starting to like reach back with the staff and launch it towards you.
Okay.
So you can either try to catch it or just tuck and roll out of the way of it.
I'm going to try and roll out of the way of it. I think I'm doing a little bit better now, thankfully. Let's see, 27 plus 2, 29. 32.
So he's striking out with this staff, and you see Maziel just like duck and weave to the side. As that staff hits the tree instantly petrifies and crumbles. He's got an opening right now. Nothing really he can block you with on this side.
Okay, well...
Somebody took his arm away.
Well, I'm going to see what I can do with another shot.
All right.
Point blank. Man, I'm just mean with the acid tonight. All right. 30? Yeah, 30 with acid.
Yeah. All right. So as you're laying on the ground, again, like I said, you see him lash out with this staff. You see Maziel duck and weave as it petrifies the tree. He's yelling, "You
Insolent little monkey.
as he turns.
By the light of tree!
As he just puts the sniper rifle right up to the faceplate and lets loose. What's left, I can't really describe. It's seemed like it might have been a humanish skull before it was melted to undescribable horror. His teeth kind of like pried open. Beneath the sockets that once held eyes, you see a darkness. like a light made of darkness. An orb, just like before with Tamiel.
I go to grab the orb.
So as you see him you just see him rush up and punch into what's remaining of his face, grabbing the orb and pulling it back, crushing it in. Roll con.
Not as good as last time, but 15.
All right. So as it starts to pulsate into him, you see that shadow fire, like from the portals,
Yeah.
kind of all around the arm itself,
Yeah.
as more plates begin to grow across your chest now and down the right leg. But the stress of it seems to be more than you can bear for the moment, and you fall to the ground. Thud. As you sit there, looking at all the destruction,
Yeah.
hearing the as the creatures are swarming overhead, and you see one of them start to dive towards you as and you see this helicopter hovering in.
Uh-huh.
You recognize some of the markings on the side. And if you want to find out who's in that helicopter, if you want to find out what happens to Maziel and his newfound power, if you want to find out how Zix and all the others pull this together and try to lash out at the great unknown, the name from the beginning, Samael, then you have to tune in next time to the same Saturday Night Gaming channel at the same Saturday Night Gaming time. This has been Tony presenting Project Paradox. Until next time, please remember to click like, share, and subscribe. Be good to you, do what makes you happy, and love everyone in your life.
I hope you liked this week's episode of Project Paradox. If you did, make sure to head on over to our website at www.SaturdayNightGamingLLC.com and check out all of our other content. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. And as always, I hope you have a fantastic week. Until next time, this is Laura Hibbard with Saturday Night Gaming.